So this doubt, the difference between text content, inner text, it prevails among many developers. I have seen this doubt on many forums, and in this video, I will try my best to explain the major difference between these two properties. So for that, you need to understand some of the terminologies related to DOM. That is the first major difference you should know between node and the HTML element. Okay, before why I'm asking you to do that? Because if you will read the MDN document of text content and inner text, you will find that I will strongly recommend you to read them, because it is always better. It is in the documentation always provide you the better idea. They are written by the professional, and you must read it if you are facing any difficulty. Don't rely on any particular blog or the video like this one. First, you should read the MDN documentation. Okay, so upon reading them, you will find it out that text content is applicable on a node, while the inner text is applicable on HTML element. So now is the good time to know the difference between these two. You see, the DOM consists of number of nodes, right? And each and every HTML element is a node, right? We know. But what is the main difference? So node is actually any element into the DOM, while HTML element are only the HTML tags, tags. Okay, okay, still you are not getting. So each and every HTML element is a node, but not every node is HTML element. So if I will take example here, you see here head. Okay, let's talk about the body only. So body is an HTML tag. It is also a node. Now inside the body, I have this div HTML element. So obviously it is a node. I have this span HTML element. So it will be a node. But I have this text content also, apple, orange, and grapes. This text content is not HTML element, but it is a node. Okay, I have this comment here, text content versus inner text. That is not an HTML element, but it is a node. Okay, so apart from HTML element, node also contains the comments, the text content, even the attributes. Okay, so that is the difference. Now, how that information is useful to us in this scenario, let us see. So first let us select this div. I have selected it using query selector, and then I am applying both the properties on this element, div element. I am applying both text content and text. Let us see what will be the result. So you see, it is giving the text content of this div. Since this div has an apple and its child element have some text orange, so we can say that both the methods will give the text content of the selector as well as its child elements. That is okay, right? So still we are not able to see the difference. So let us see. So now suppose I want to display only the apple on the console. How can you do? Do you know? Just pause the video and think about it. I want to display only apple on the console. How will you do? Pause the video. Okay. Now the answer lies in the difference between node and HTML element that I have just told you. So first I will consider this div as a node or as an HTML element. Div as an div A as an HTML element. The second case, I will take div A as a node. Okay. I think the first one should be div as a node. Why? Because the text content applicable on node only. Okay. So currently I'm getting these answer. So how do you, if I am taking div A as a node, how do you extract, how do you access the child of an HTML of a node? My bad, of a node. How do you access? So nodes have a property child nodes. Using that, you can access all the childs of any node. What about HTML element? How can you access the child element of HTML element? They have this property children. Okay, I don't know why they have come up with these different names. They should come with the same names, but I think just to make the differentiation, okay, we will see it about it later. Now for nodes, we have child nodes, and for HTML element, we have children to access the child element. Okay, now since the Apple text content is also the node element, is also the node, right? So this div, if it is a node, its first child will be Apple, isn't it? So I should write it here as a 0 because it will have other childs also. So I'm just writing 0. So what about this? This div, if I will take it as an HTML element, its first child will be span, right? So let's write 0 here. And then we are extracting their text content using respective property. You see, the first one is giving answer Apple because Apple is the first child element, first child node. While for the second, for the HTML element, the span is the first child. And I suppose we do not need text content also because that text is itself is the child node. You see, it is giving Apple only, but into the strings. So if I write the text content, then it will change like this. Okay, let's check the type of also. So it is a string. What about earlier? Earlier it was, okay, so that was an object. Okay, why it was object? Because each and every node is represented as an object inside the DOM, right? So that is why it is important to write text content. Now it is a string, right? So I hope you get the idea, the use case of text content in a text. Apart from that, there is one more use case. For that, let me remove this children. Now, you see again, you are getting the same answer. Now, suppose if this is if this span has a style as display none. So what will be the output? You see here it is apply grapes and here also it is apply grapes. Why it is so? Because inner text will know internally that which text is hidden and it will not display it. So if you have such type of use case where you do not want to display the inner hidden text, you should use inner text. So these are two use cases and which is explaining the difference between these two concepts. So that's it. If you have still any doubt, just drop a comment. I will do my best to answer it.